Okay, so today you'll need white. I have my big tub here. Has everyone taken a picture of this?
Let me see. Still taking.
Okay, well, wait a moment.
I think yes, they are done.
Okay, so today we're using acrylic paint. So you'll need white,
白色
brown,
黑色 I don't know what is brown.
and yellow.
黄色
Green and
青色 亮
You
红
a little bit of red you might need, just a little bit. And
excuse me, Jenny, can give me one more time the picture and not yeah.
sure, here. We'll put it
Okay,
here
thank
for a
you,
second.
thank you. Okay, thank you.
Okay. And then you might need a bit of blue, just a little bit.
What is that? Blue, is it?
Wow.
This one is ultramarine.
咩啫？
係
我一陣間經過你幫我攞嗰個炭筆得唔得？
你係邊個？
我係兩燕。
Mrs. Liang 嚇？
誒呢度。
Liang 係嘛 ？OK， 得，我擺出門口俾你啊。
唔該。
我記得你 order 兩支嗬。
係啊，我俾2蚊。唔該晒。
唔該。
你攞咗嗰支係咩色啊？
And you'll need paint brushes. So this little skinny one. And
you want the skinny one?
Yeah, a large one.
Can you put the skinny brush on top? We can't see the skinny brush. Okay, yeah.
It's a little bit hard to see. And then it's best if you have another large brush to use as a blender, but you can really use anything. Oh, and a pencil.
Xiang Rong 啊，Xiang Rong，
哎，
你看今天需要的颜色。
好，红的、黄的，
黄、红、蓝、青、白。
红的、蓝的、绿的。
And then 三個叫什麼 ？What is called brush？
最尾嗰個叫咩啫？
啊？
最尾嗰個顏色係咩啊？
藍色、
藍色、
白色、
綠色、紅色、黃色、
藍色、紅色。
哦，
青色啊，青紅藍。
青色㗎，我哋邊要青色㗎嚇？
青紅藍，你個青你冇青唔緊要，你冇青你可以溝個青色出嚟㗎。
哦。
朱古力色同埋青色都可以溝到出嚟嘅，唔緊要。
Okay, thank you.
Junyi?
Yes.
Some of them don't have green and chocolate, so you will need to teach them how to create those colors.
Okay.
呢個呢啲冇用嘅。
It's a little bit tricky because we need to mix green and red in order to make brown. So I guess we'll make the green first.
Yes. I'll leave the cooking to you.
Okay.
You 睇到就得啦嘛，你 你使咩要佢見到你啫？
Okay, if you don't have green, you can mix together yellow and blue to make green.
唔係唔住
黃色、藍色，溝黃色、藍色，你拎到青色。
哦，黃色
如果
藍
你要深青咧，你就加多啲藍咯。
黃色
And once you get the green, you have to mix the green with the red in order to get the brown. So that's how that works. So let's begin with our sketch. So this one, because the paint will cover most of it, we'll just do a quick landmark of where the flowers will be. So, you can just roughly estimate. So maybe there will be one there. There's one beside it. And there's one over here. Now we can sketch out kind of how the flowers will look. So if you just put a dot in the center of your circles or near the center, these will just be the center of your flowers. And from there, you can just begin to sketch out the petals. And you can do this quite roughly because your paint is going to cover most of your flowers. just do it quite roughly. Excuse me. You can also mark out where the stems will be. Keep in mind that this will be covered with the background. So it's just so you know where your flowers will end up. And let's not forget our leaves here. Okay, let's begin our painting process. So remember the sketch for this one is quite rough. it doesn't actually matter too much where your flowers are or where they end up. So for the background, we need to mix a couple of colors. Let's do. First, I will show everyone how to make green. If you have green, just use green. Okay, so to make green, you will need blue and yellow, and it should be half-half. This is the theory, but sometimes our paint is different. The pigment is a little bit unpredictable, so you might have to play with the ratio. But the rule of thumb is half-half. Okay, and then we mix this together and see if we get green. See, this is, see what I mean with the pigment is a little unpredictable, okay? So for this, we'll need to add more yellow. You might need to add some white. So let's add more yellow and see if it improves this color. Okay. Why is Zoom making my colors appear so dull? I'll show you on the paper. Let's see if this is any better. May, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Does this appear as green on your screen?
Yeah, it's more olive color.
Yeah, I'm not sure. My computer is very dark, so it's not like, it's just everything looks the same.
Yeah, it's very olive. Olive
Okay.
green.
Yeah, that's okay. So it's a little bit difficult with the color mixing depending on what your blue is and what your yellow is. You'll get a different color. You're not going to get the same color. So it's easier usually if you're planning on using green, it's easier just to have a green.
I'll just say something to them in Chinese. 老師話咧，老師家下溝個青色係咪？如果你溝出嚟嘅青色同老師嘅唔一樣咧，唔緊要㗎。畫畫就係咁樣啦，每個人嘅青色都唔會同嘅，總之係青就得啦。小榮，老師講哈，他教你怎樣弄那個青色出來哈。如果你的青色跟老師的青色不一樣。沒問題的，每個人的青色都是不一樣的 ，OK？ 只是你有青色就好啦。
你這樣我想問下，嗰個青色係俾嗰啲黃色扣綠色啊？
唔係Junyi, your green is what colors already? What color did you use?
I used yellow and blue. So any yellow.
Blue.
Oh, blue. Okay.
Yeah, it'll look different. No matter what you use, unless you're using.
你溝幾多黃幾多藍係咪？你個青色溝出嚟咧，會同老師唔一樣㗎。
Okay.
Yeah, and if you want to make brown, you have to add red to this. So if you want to make brown, then it's add red. The theory is also half-half, but that usually doesn't work out like that.
老師話一半一半，一半藍一半。
Okay.
See, you mix the red into the green, and red and green it creates brown. Do you see this?
如果你嗰個青，你嗰頭先嗰個青，你加啲紅係咪就變咗朱古力色啦？睇到家下老師整朱古力色啦。
Okay. 色加紅色。
See, now you know how to make brown. See, it's definitely brown. Okay, and then for everyone who already has brown, just use brown. Unless you want to mix brown for fun. So we need to squeeze out a bit of brown, and we need to create an orange color for our background. So here, let me show you. There's a couple of colors in this background. We have, let's isolate the colors. So we have a really dark color. It's not quite black. It's kind of like a black brown. And then we have brown, white, and this orangey yellow color. So right now we're making this orange. Okay, in order to make this orange, we just need a lot of white, and we'll add that to our brown. And then we'll add a little bit of red. So let's try this. So we're gonna tint our brown like that. It becomes a tan color, and it's pretty close, but we're not there yet. So we need to add a little bit of red. We only need a bit of red though. We add a little bit of red. A little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Now we get this orangey tan color. And if you can see, it's pretty close. So you might need to add a little more red. So again, that is brown, white, and red to make this tan color, this orange tan. And I have to start putting this on the canvas before it dries. So I'll show you guys the technique for this. The background is very blurry in this image. It's not sharp at all. So what we want to do is sort of place our color down. It doesn't matter where, we just want it to look like there's some spots here, there's some spots there. Okay, you can also lighten your orange in certain spots. And the thing is, you want to work very fast. So you place it down quite quickly. Just place your color down. Okay. And okay, put your dark color down. Okay, I'll show you guys. Everyone look here. So I have two brushes. This one I use to apply the paint, and this one I'm using to blend the paint. So with a dry brush, you can go in and just blend it out like this. Okay, this is why you want to work fast before the paint dries. So you get this sort of blended effect. And it doesn't matter where you put which color where, as long as you have different colors. So, you know, if you want, you can do this in blue, or you can do it in pink, doesn't matter. So the point is, I just want to work quite fast. Got my blending brush, and I'm just gonna blend all of this. Okay, it seems to me that we need a darker color. So this is our light color is on the page, but we need a little bit darker, something darker. So to make that, we will mix our brown with blue. So I have my blue. We want to darken our brown. Okay, so let's mix that together and see what we get. Right, now we get a much darker color. And I will blend this just into the painting here. So I'll put some on the page. So we're just trying to cover the page right now. And then quickly before this dries, you go in with your dry brush and blend everything. If your brush starts to dry out, you might need to wash it and then dry it again. You may need to add a little bit of water to help your paint come along, but try not to use water because it makes the canvas too wet. Okay, and now I need to make more colors. I'm out of color. So again, I will make one very dark color and a very light color. Okay, so I have my brown. I will add blue for my dark color. And I will add white and red for my light color. So I have white. Oops, put that there. And a little bit of red. And we'll just mix. Okay, so that's my dark color right here. And then I'll put that in there. And then we'll need to add in some of my light color. So mix a little bit of brown in with white and a little bit of red. I think I want a little more white over here. Okay. The point is just have fun with it, with your background. It's all blurry anyways. So I'm trying to cover the canvas as quickly as I can. So I'm very rough with where I'm putting my paint. Okay, now I have to go in and blend this before it all dries. Oops, sorry. So don't worry if your background is turning out dark because the flowers are white. So the dark background actually makes it nicer for the flowers to pop out of the page. And I don't want to go into all the flowers, but I want to get my background in between the petals. It's all about the layering. If it's easier and you have the extra brushes, it's easier to have 2 brushes going at once. So you place the color down and then you blend it immediately. So definitely the most time-consuming part of this painting is the background. You will see the flowers themselves. Oh, sorry. I keep touching the gooseneck with my brush. You will see that the flowers themselves don't actually take much time. think we'll begin our flowers pretty soon here. So just wait for everyone. Give everyone a little more time with the background.
Junyi,
Yes.
I'm going to hand the hose over to you because I have an appointment.
Okay. Okay, an important thing to do before we start the flowers is to make sure that our backgrounds are dry, especially where the flowers are. So it's okay if it's a little bit sticky, but it cannot be wet. Okay, so hopefully everybody is pretty happy with their background. I would like to get started with the flowers. So for the flowers, we will be using our skinny brush. So this one here. And you will need white. So I have my white here. And all we're going to do is paint out our flowers. So this part, it can be a little more precise. So we want our flower shape to be very crispy. And you know what? Surprisingly, this part actually doesn't take that long. So we just need to paint out the base layer of the petals in white. We just do the same for all of the flowers. I think I missed in between right here, so I'll just go in and add some color. And then using our skinny brush here, we can actually sketch out in white our stem. So we'll just take that, drag it all the way down. And then we know that this part will be part of the leaf. I think there is a leaf up here as well that I lost. Once you get something like this, so you don't have to worry too much. You don't actually have to do the stems right now. We can do that later as well. So we need to go in and create little shadows on our flowers. And in order to do that, we need to make a very light gray. So for this gray, I am going to use this white and the leftover brown I have on my palette. I'll mix it up like that. I'll get a very light color. If you're out of brown, you can use a bit of blue. So you get a light blue that works as well. So we can try mixing a bit of blue. You get a light gray as well. And basically, we just take our light gray and we'll start putting it in here. So I just want to tuck it behind the leaves. There's a few areas of shadow. For example, right here. So if you look at the image, there's a bit of shadow on every single petal. We just want to show that. Okay, we'll keep going with this one. Uh-oh. Just a second, everyone. I need to rotate my camera here. There we go. I'll just move this one up. Just have one last flower here. I think that's it for the flowers. So we got our shadows in there. And all we need to do now is add in our yellow dots and all our green stuff. So you will need green and yellow. If you mix it together, you get a color kind of like this. Just a bold green. And all we do is we take that and place it in here. So you get your green in there. And now you need to make a highlight and a shadow for the green. So for the shadow, we can add some brown, and for the highlight, we can add white. So we want to create a really dark green, like an olive color. Okay, it's right here, this olive color, and we just take it, place it in there. And over here. Right here. Oops, not there. So basically wherever the shading appears on the leaves, that's where you're going to put your olive color. Oh my goodness. And then I'll need to bring in my skinnier brush to do the stems. So the stems, you just drag that down. Oops. Just want to follow the lines I already made for myself. Okay, so you get something like this. And one more thing that we're missing. So we need our highlight for the leaves. Just green and white. So you need to create a highlight for your leaves. And just take that highlight and put it in the areas where the light is showing. So around the edges of the leaves. And then in the center here, on the edge. Now the sleeve. And with the light green, just a little bit in the center like this. You just need the tiniest bit of green in the middles of the flowers. So it's best if you take a little time to just sketch out the details in the leaves. However, I'm going to move on for the sake of time. So there's lots of details that can be added in the leaves, but it requires a bit of time. So the final step here actually is, this is pretty fun. So we grab our white and our yellow and we make kind of a color like this. It's like a light yellow. Okay. And we take that yellow and we make our dots inside. Dots. There we go. So I think we'll stop there for today, but I suggest you go in and touch up the leaves here. There's a lot of detail that can be added in the leaves. I'm not actually sure. How do I stop the recording? I don't think I can stop the recording. Well, that's our class for today. Oh, everyone is so busy working. Do you all want to show your work before we go?
Not ready yet though.
Not ready? Okay.
Yeah, let me take a picture. Take
Okay.
a picture.
Sure. So everyone, you can take a picture, and then for your paintings, if you could take a picture and send them to me after when you're finished, that would be great.
Take a picture is better.
Yes, send it to me.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Thank you for coming to class.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.